Hello, my name is Mason Benning and this is your 2 o'clock bulletin. Facebook's Mark Zuckerberg has been ordered by the government to respond to allegations that it secretly took personal information from its users. It's alleged that the information of about 50 million users, mainly in the US, was harvested without their consent by Cambridge Analytica via their friend networks and quizzes. It's claimed it was used to psychologically profile people and deliver pro-Trump material to them. Today, Facebook users in Southampton said they were taking extra steps to protect their privacy.
I do change all of my privacy settings and do as much as I can to keep myself safe, and I don't use any of the quizzes that were mentioned.
I was quite aware of what I was sharing and how exposed I could potentially be on the internet, so I wouldn't change the current settings I have, because I've always been kind of conscious of that, so I'll just keep them as they are.
I don't use Facebook, so I feel safe.
It did concern me.
Yeah.
I do use Facebook, not as much as my grandchildren and children do, but it did concern me. I don't do a lot of quizzes or answering questions and that type of thing on there.
I was reading this article about how to delete your Facebook and all of the metadata, so yeah, I've thought about it, definitely.
The Salisbury nerve agent attack has left people very concerned about the city, and local businesses are feeling the shortfall. The council are putting plans into action to bring visitors back. Josh Stokes has more.
Local businesses are the latest to feel the effects of the Salisbury poisoning after a lack of trade. As a result, parking is set to be free in Salisbury from this Saturday for the foreseeable future. This is to encourage shoppers to return to the city. Wiltshire Council have previously rejected calls for free parking, but after pressure from Salisbury MP John Glenn, the council have reversed their decision. The plans will cost the council around £100,000 per month, but there is no guarantee of funding from central government. However, the local council have said that they will use their own reserves if funding is not available. This is Josh Stokes reporting for Solent Journalism.
30 new electric vehicle charging points have gone live in 5 of Southampton's car parks. These services are free to begin with and can fully charge a small electric car in under an hour. The new electric vehicle chargers can be found in car parks such as the Maryland's West Quay and Bedford Place. Oyster Yachts has been bailed out of administration, saving near to 400 employees at its sites in Southampton and Norfolk. Katie Howard explains how they're back in business.
After failing to secure financial support back in February, it seemed unlikely that Oyster Yachts would bounce back from administration. But British entrepreneur Richard Hedida has bought the company to re-establish Oyster as a premium designer and manufacturer of yachts. This is expected to create over 400 jobs between the companies at both Southampton and Wroxham. Time will tell whether the company can make a full recovery after the setback. This is Katie Howard for Solent Journalism.
Southampton have reached the semi-finals of the FA Cup for the first time in 15 years, following the appointment of Mark Hughes as manager. Our sports reporter Luke Henry is at St. Mary's to give us the latest. Luke, tell us a bit about the match and the new boss.
Well, it was a winning start for Mark Hughes as Southampton manager as his side beat Wigan 2-0 in the FA Cup quarter-final. Goals from Højbjerg and Cedric ensured their passage to the semi-finals, where they will now take on Chelsea at Wembley. Ticket details are said to be announced right now, so head to the Southampton Football Club website for more information.
And what's next for the Saints going forward?
Well, following the international break, Southampton take on West Ham at the London Stadium in what is a huge game in the fight for survival. West Ham start the game 2 points above the Saints, who are in the bottom 3. That is following both sides' 3-0 defeats to Newcastle and Burnley, respectively. Now, with Southampton only winning once in the last 17 matches in the Premier League, and with games such as Arsenal and Chelsea to come before Manchester City on the final day of the season, Mark Hughes needs to hit the ground running here, starting with a win at the London Stadium.
Thanks, Luke. That's all from us for now. You can find all our stories and more online. Head to solentjournalism.co.uk. We're back with another update at 4.